peeps. So we want to welcome everyone into the lounge. And hey girls, why don't you just start it right out and tell us a little bit about Celebrated Apparel and what brought you guys into this groove?
Okay. Well, for starters, I'm Kelly, and this is Julie.
I'm Julie.
Yes, and we are Celebrated Apparel. Our company was founded about 6.5 years ago by Joy King, and she can't be with us today, unfortunately. Her husband is quite ill, so we are here representing. But Joy, she is awesome. She is a 72-year-old nurse of 50 years, 2-time cancer survivor. And long story short, after she had her surgeries and got sent home from the hospital in a men's t-shirt, you know, with a drain bag clipped to her chest, you know, she was just utterly offended for herself and everybody, you know, who has to go through this and comes home, you know, with these unmanageable devices. So she created a drain tube vest. And it's just a little white cotton vest, very functional, ergonomical, and it's got some tube tabs to run the tubes through, little pouches for all the drainage. She made a bathing version. She went and got it patented. And, you know, that just was a huge success, a huge hit in hospitals. And she just became motivated. It just became her life's work then to create bigger and better things, you know.
Well, and honestly, the worst part of a mastectomy, clearly it's not the worst, but one of the most degrading and most difficult to deal with is the drains. My first surgery, taking those drains and pinning them up as everybody else does, it sucked. It was just not fun. You go to the bathroom and they're pulling on everything and it's so uncomfortable. And then the second surgery, I had a drain solution, which was fantastic. It made it more manageable. It was more comforting to me to know that I had a solution to hold those drains in place. It just made it easier. So she's 100% right to find something to put those drains in.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I had went through breast cancer about 2.5 years ago also and had a double mastectomy, and I was sent home with men's oversized white Fruit of the Loom tank tops and safety pins.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it was ridiculous.
And the fact that they send women home like that is incredible. We are women. We are fashionistas. We want to look.
We already feel, you know, it already makes us feel horrible about ourselves anyway, just because. But my insurance had even paid for a camisole, and I got actually 2 of them, and they were so horribly uncomfortable and tight, and I had to put my arms straight up in the air to even put them on. Well, you know, you can't put your arms up.
You can't go higher than this.
And then once I got it on, it fit me so tight that I did not even wear them. So so when I was asked to help out with this and be a part of Celebrated Apparel, I was like, absolutely, because I looked at the camisoles that we carry and I wish I would have had those when I was going through it.
So the black one is actually, I know this isn't like a drain solution one, but it's my favorite camisole. The way it is in the back, this is so comfortable.
It is, and it's very what do I want to say? It
is incredible.
It's long.
Right. You know what I love is whenever we do these hangouts, because half of us have had cancer, it's like, okay, dead space. We're all brain dead. It's all cancer brain right there. So we're totally good. That's what I love about it.
Well, it's called about that. And I still have it.
Yeah, same here. 3 years out, same here. But what people don't know is it's got the pocket. Did you have reconstruction?
Yes.
Okay. Well, a lot of women who didn't have is a great tank top because it did not have, who did not have reconstruction for their prostheses. It's just fantastic.
Well, the word I was looking for is flattering. It's very flattering.
Yeah. Yeah. It totally is. It totally is. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And it's what I was saying earlier to Kelly is that whenever I have such a sensitivity now to any material, I take the material and if I can go like this to it, I can put it on and it's so soft.
Yeah.
So soft.
Yeah. Well, and that one that you showed there is like definitely like our trademark camisole. I mean, that is everybody's favorite. Everybody loves that V-neck. Everybody loves that racer back and the material too.
Well, how I got connected to you guys was my Flat and Fabulous friends from the Flat and Fabulous page, and it was because of that tank top and this shirt, because this shirt is so flattering on the Flat and Fabulous girls. The way the neck lies and the way the shirt is, if they don't want to wear a form, it is so great on them. It's just a beautifully cut shirt. It has been my honest to God mission to find clothes that are comfortable on women who have had no reconstruction or have had one breast removed and just want to feel comfortable in clothes without being like self-conscious of what they have on.
And feeling frumpy. And that the way that neck lays, it just kind of drapes down where it looks like you have something there. And also, but yet it covers, like if you have a port, if if you're going through, and you have your port from going through chemo, it covers that. But yeah.
Absolutely. So do you guys have new things coming out? Like, what are some new things that you guys have on the horizon for us?
We do. We have a lot of new things, actually. We just came out with a whole new line of summer prints.
Yay!
Peaches and aquas and all kinds of stuff. I think there's 5 or 6 kind of bright summer fun ones, and those are just all like in our standard cami. And so that was a good thing. And we've had a really good reception to that as well, because there just aren't a lot of prints and fun ones and things that don't look medical on the market. And so those have been really good. And then for the fall, we have some kind of like strappy dresses coming out, maxis, some shorter ones, some longer ones.
I love it. I love that you said don't look medical.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, that's like, when we kind of began this, Joy just said, look at these catalogs that we have to shop for. It's like they're making me a patient for the rest of my life. I don't want to shop through this. I don't want to be in the Liberator medical catalog. This is ridiculous.
Actually, that's a complaint that we get a lot, is that women who have to go to look for a bra or look for a form, where they have to go now is an orthopedic store. So they're going into stores where people who have diabetes, which is a struggle in its own right, but they don't need to be looking for a form amongst feet and arm limbs. This is a different dynamic, and it needs to have its own entity. And no, you need to be shopping in a different catalog for sure. Right. And the fact that they're not medical looking is huge, because we don't want to feel medical. We don't want to feel like a patient. And because you have these different lines, I have the leisure pants over here too, which are great because I had the DIEP. So I lived in leggings for 4 months. I couldn't pull anything up. I couldn't have anything against my stomach. So to have comfortable material there was enormous. And I couldn't just go to Target and buy any pair of pants. I needed to have a specific type of pant that fit me the right way.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, kind of the greater goal is, to eventually have enough options, dresses, shirts, pants, sweaters, anything, you name it, where there's just like a full-fledged, like good clothing store size, amount of options where, everybody can really just shop. And just shop normally and be cute and be fashionable and be active and comfy and just.
I have 2 questions right here. Actually, one is how big the company is.
How big, like number of people was?
Yeah, I think that's what they're getting at.
Yeah, it's somewhat small, I guess. Like 8 employees.
I know so many people love that.
Yeah, and that's like, and that's basically organic and our offices, if you start to include, the factories and things like that, then it grows a little bit bigger. But as far as just, our true team and our true visionaries, that's about where we're at, which we love, actually.
Right. And the other question is, do you guys have plus sizes?
Yes, we do have plus sizes. We go to 3X in all of the garments, and we go to 5X in the vests.
That is huge. You know what a struggle it is for me to find plus size clothes. And actually, I'm a petite, and it's even hard. It's hard on both sides of that spectrum. I cannot find enough on either side of that spectrum. Cannot. Yeah. So that is huge.
Well, and we didn't. When we first launched, we just went up to extra large. And immediately within the first 60 days, we started getting feedback, where's your plus sizes? Yeah. And that was our first order of business. That was the first kind of change in the evolution that we made when these hit the market, is we created.
And I don't even know, do we carry your plus sizes?
I believe you should, yeah.
Okay, we definitely need to. If we don't, when your inventory restocks for CureDiva, we need to carry your plus sizes. That's going to be a plus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, we'll definitely double check. But it should go up to 2X and 3X, and they're lengthened, and graded accordingly.
And honestly, I mean, Julie, right? I'm sorry, my brain just stopped working. You said a minute ago how you don't like anything tight on you, but not even plus sizes for the plus size person. But most people say to me, I don't want this to fit me tight. I want it to be loose. Like that is important. They do not want a tight fitting garment. And that is one thing I love about your line. It is very flowing. It is very comfortable.
It's flattering, but yet it's not skin tight to you, Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it hangs very nice. All the garments hang very nice.
Yeah, they sure do. They're just lovely. They really are. So you got some, and this is another one. I love this shirt too.
Yeah, I have that one sitting right here too.
Do you really? It's so bling. I just love it. Whenever I see this one, I always think in my head, you're feeling so crummy and you're just feeling, you don't really want to go to treatment or whatever. And you put that on, it just has to make you feel a little bit better. If you look better, it just, I don't know, it just makes you feel. Yeah. Dressing in layers is key. Dressing in layers is so key. It really is. Now, what's that?
This is made like the leopard print one that you have. Yeah. It's the same shirt, but it's in this print.
I love that. Is that new?
Nope, this was with
that one's existing. In fact, this same print we just put into our just standard bodice cami this summer.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
And that's another one that would be great to wear to treatment, because if you had a tank top underneath that would be port accessible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that one's nice too, because the underarms are real wide too, so you've got some mobility with it too. Yeah, I know Joy really likes those cowl neck ones. Yeah.
So is Joy still involved in the company?
Joy is still involved in the company. She's awesome. I wish she could be here today, because she's just so cool. She's in her 70s and she's awesome though. I mean, she is smart and she's just a real visionary, and she's very active in the design work.
Right, because she's been on both sides of it. She was a nurse and she's also been through breast cancer twice.
Right.
So I've been on both sides of it.
So she gives a perspective on all different angles. She gives it to it as the medical sense as a nurse. She gives it to it as the patient, but I'm sure she also gives it to it as a woman, because like I said, we come out of this like, come on, I want a little bit of me back. I don't really want to wear a bean, a potato sack out here. I want to wear something that makes me feel good.
Right. No, definitely. Yeah. And she's, she wears all of this stuff, and I think her, I always think, if the company never grew to be anything huge and dynamic, it's a success because she got stuff to wear, and you know what?
Right.
Good for her,
that is just.
But
awesome.
Yeah, she is, and she's excited, I mean, you should see, she shows up to our design meetings and she's got just these notebooks of, stuff she's clipped out of magazines over the last quarter, that we could build a cami into that. And she's just got great ideas, and she's a real visionary. She's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here comes another question is, the dresses that you were speaking of earlier, will they have pockets in it for breast forms?
They will. They will. What they're going to actually have, how we found the best way to do it, is they're actually going to basically have a camisole built into the dress.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty much kind of like our standard smooth front cami, but maybe just a little more fitted since it's going to be underneath.
So like this cami?
Well, I don't see your video right now, but it's just
you're frozen. Okay.
Yeah, but it's just the standard, not the V-neck or.
Yeah, this is the standard one. Yep. Okay.
Yep. Here, Julie's got one right here. Yeah, like that.
Great.
You know, color depending on what matches, you know, and probably just a little bit more form fitting since it's going to be underneath the dress so it doesn't bunch. But yeah, those are just the samples of those are just coming out right now, and Joy's kind of weeding through them to see which ones she likes the best. But there's going to be a couple different maxis, short, long. You know.
Oh, I'm so excited. That is like my dream, is to keep getting dresses and things with forms, with pockets for forms in them. I'm just so excited.
Yeah. Yeah. She's got two, and I don't think this one's out yet, but I think in a couple more weeks for fall, she's got a hoodie that have the forms built into it as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Kinda, you know, she always, you know, kind of gives the example, you know, yeah, you're sitting at home and, you know, you're just hanging out in a t-shirt, doing whatever, the doorbell rings, like, you know, you just want to throw something on, you know. So she's got this hoodie idea, and they've been kind of tweaking how to best build the forms into the hoodies, you know, so that they don't shift around and stuff. And so they're kind of still tweaking that one, but she's super excited about the hoodie.
That is just, you guys don't know what that does to the Flat and Fabulous girls. It just, it gives them, what it does is it makes them feel like they're not being ignored, because that's normally what they feel. You know, there's bras for all of us who have had reconstruction. You know, they make us more comfortable. They're soft, they're this, they're that. And then there's bras for, you know, to put your pockets in. But then when you go to put the clothes on, they still don't feel right. You know, I see it with my girlfriends who have forms, who have to wear forms, and they go to bend over and you can totally see the cleavage. It's awkward looking. But when you put a dress on, Jamu is a beautiful line of clothing. They're Australian, so it's imported. When you wear clothes that have it built in, it just is a different look to it. It just really is. And kudos for you guys for taking it to that level, because it really does take the Flat and Fabulous girls and make them feel just phenomenal. And that is just so exciting. So exciting.
And that's the objective. There's pretty much no other objective.
Yeah.
Our owner has just decided that, you know, this is her life's work and her life's journey, and she's just gonna do it until it's done. And and mental, this is the mental aspect of breast cancer. I think that goes really unnoticed, to make people see that so much changes during this, and when your breasts are removed and you have to go through all of this, there's a mental aspect of it. So what you guys are doing is real mental healing. I know that sounds really kind of dramatic, but it is. It really is. So. Yeah.
I actually just got an email today, and it was for bras, but it's the same idea. And the woman sent me an email, and she's like, I have never found bras that fit me in my 5 years. I found 4 bras. I cannot thank you enough. I finally can put a bra on. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah. That is huge. I mean, that's requisite. Yeah. I mean, everybody's entitled to, have good things that fit them.
And bathing suits are probably a hard thing to come.
Oh, bathing suits are a thorn in my side. And the other problem with bathing suits is they're so expensive. They're so expensive, and the ones that aren't expensive aren't so cute. And we still want to be cute, you know. They're just. But I think we're getting there. We're really getting there with bathing suits. It'll take some time, but bathing suits are I search high and low for bathing suits. I'm constantly like, can you put a pocket in that? I'm like looking.
Actually, that I.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. They are really cute, that I think would work well with breast forms and everything.
Okay. Show you. Yeah. She's been in her design inspiration.
My own private little board on my
Keep doing it, because the ones that do hold a form are all imported, and some of them, you know, they're just so expensive because of that reason. They're just you know, there's some really great lines out there that are just beautiful, but they're almost $200 for a bathing suit. I mean,
Right.
that's a lot of money to some of our clients. It's a lot of money.
It's ridiculous.
Especially for a bathing suit, which everybody wants to have, but you know, it's not a staple item. You're not
Now,
wearing.
I will say, because I've gotten samples of them, the material is incredible. Like, I understand the cost of it, and they're beautifully designed. I totally get all of it, but I'm also on the other end of that, and that's just not something I can afford, you know. And you know, in your designing, and I know, Julie, that you probably think about this when you're looking at stuff. For me, when I put a bathing suit on, it's the scars. I have scars under here, over here, over here, and when I go to put the bathing suit on immediately, I'm like, everything, it hurts. Everything hurts.
Yeah.
So
well, and right. And I had the type of surgery. I didn't have the. My surgery was done in 8 hours. I was a candidate to have everything scooped out and filled back in, and so I'm me on the outside. So so I have pitting here in different places in my breast, and so it's hard to. A lot of these suits are so revealing that I don't want to show that, you know. I still want to look attractive and, you know, feel good in my bathing suit, but my breasts aren't like they used to be. So even though they're still mine on the outside, they don't look like they used to.
I totally understand.
I'm thankful. Oh, I'm thankful I have them, but you know.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I truly do. I'm always cutting out things in the bathing suit to have it fit me the right way. And I actually had implants, and then I had the DIEP. So I've had it both ways, and it's just a mess. Anyways. Yeah. Well, I thank you guys so much for coming into the lounge today and hanging out and telling us more about Celebrated Apparel. I cannot wait to see this new line. So hopefully we'll have your full line on our page by the end of the week, and we can be showing it off and selling it like mad. How does that sound?
That sounds excellent. Great. Yeah, absolutely. We look forward to it.
Girls, thank you so much, and have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anne-Marie.
Bye-bye.